Just when you thought the energy crisis couldn't get any worse, PG&E today made a bold financial move. We'll tell you what happened in a federal court.
That move could impact a major source of funding for schools, cities, and counties. I'm Linda Watkins-Bennett. I'll explain in a live report.
And we'll tell you why hundreds of teenagers marched on the streets of Reading today. Channel 12 News at 5:30 is next.
You're watching KHSL TV, the North State's news source. And now, Debbie Cobb, weather with Anthony Watts, and Royal Cortain on sports. This is Channel 12 News at 5:30.
Good evening. Topping our news tonight, California's power crisis takes another big blow as Pacific Gas and Electric announced today it has filed for bankruptcy. The cash-starved company filed for protection this morning under Chapter 11 of the Federal Bankruptcy Code. PG&E officials say California's lengthy energy crisis has put it some $9 billion in debt, and that debt is increasing by some $300 million a month. The action comes despite months of work by state officials to bail out the company.
I've been talking for some time now about the possibility that it may be best in a bankruptcy and maybe cheaper for the state to just buy the whole company.
Bowen says consumers should see no change in the short run in either prices or service, but she said the bankruptcy filing could derail the state's negotiations to purchase transmission lines from PG&E and Edison. The bankruptcy is expected to have a ripple effect as creditors, stockholders, and even counties are scrambling to determine their options. For more now, we go live to Linda Watkins-Bennett outside the PG&E Service Center in Chico. Linda, good evening.
Good evening, Debbie. I spoke with a local financial analyst today who said that employees are the first to get paid in bankruptcy proceedings. Common stockholders are the last. He says dividends won't be paid out for a while for those who rely on them for income, but the long-term stocks should recover if the company recovers under reorganization. The counties, however, are really sweating the situation right now. The next installment of property taxes is due next week. If the check doesn't come, the counties will have to front the money they owe to school districts, cities, and special districts with hopes of repayment later.
If such a problem occurred and it were short-term, we could manage it because we have a tax reserve for unpaid taxes. However, if we didn't get the delinquent property tax paid, that would have to come from our general revenues that go to support our basic county services. So that's quite a concern if that eventuality were to occur.
Now, PG&E owes Butte County nearly $2 million in this next installment, $1.6 million for Plumas County, and in Tehama, $600,000. County officials are also fearing that on top of the bankruptcy, the state's big power bills may prompt it to once again raid county revenues in order to help out the situation. This is all probably just the tip of the iceberg. Almost everyone seems to agree, though, that this bankruptcy will only prolong the crisis. It certainly won't shorten it. Debbie, back to you.
All right, Linda Watkins-Bennett live in Chico. Thanks. Well, PG&E owes California power generators $6 billion. It may be years before bankruptcy courts decide when the generators will be paid, but they say they're not the only ones who will feel the effects. Power producers say the bankruptcy may cause energy stocks to tumble and energy prices to rise even higher.
We're troubled that PG&E felt it necessary to seek protection of the federal bankruptcy courts to solve their problem. We've been working with PG&E to try to solve some of the issues before them. I think the bad news is I think there'll be a disruption in the market here for the next several days, and that's, I think, bad news for everyone.
PG&E's stock dropped 37% today. Their bankruptcy is the third largest bankruptcy case ever filed in a United States court. In other news tonight, Chico's Fleetwood motorhome plant was to close this weekend, but that will not happen. Now employees are being told the plant will close the first week of May. The plant is staying open while longer to wrap up production. Fleetwood is the largest manufacturer in the world of recreational vehicles, but officials blame a slumping economy and poor consumer confidence for the closure. More than 300 workers will be let go. Butte County has officially opened its one-stop shop for finding a job. This morning, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held to dedicate the new Butte County Unemployment Center in Orrville. Several local officials were given tours of the new 8,500-square-foot facility. One county supervisor says the center will offer self-fulfilling jobs, that will allow people to live their dreams.
And there may be people that have problems that they need to deal with to make them eligible for a job, and that's the other side of that coin is we're here to try to help people get their lives back together and make them employable and help them get a good paying job.
Josiason says the center will help retrain people and help set them up with new companies seeking employees. Officials say up to 10,000 people will use the center each month. The Chico Rotary Club is making the new homeless center for women and children feel a little more like home. The group raised more than $2,000 to buy furniture from Holbrook's Furniture on Park Avenue. Holbrook's has offered to deliver sofas and a table for free. Jesus Center officials say they're touched by the donation.
This is a big blessing for us, and we know that when women and children come in off the street, they need to be stabilized. We want them in a home-like atmosphere, and certainly comfortable furniture is one of those things that will provide a home-like atmosphere for them.
The Jesus Center for Women and Children is scheduled to open in October. Well, 3 Earth First activists are in jail tonight after being arrested for trespassing on Pacific Lumberland in Humboldt County. The trio was inside a junked floorless car with their arms locked into a steel pipe embedded in cement. According to the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office, the activists locked themselves into the car to block an access road. They want to protect a 3,000-acre grove of ancient Douglas firs. Well, the 16th annual Walk Against Drugs was held in Reading today. 800 students from 18 schools participated in the walk. The walk started in front of the Shasta County Courthouse and made its way to the Elks Club, where it ended near Lake Reading Park.
Make the community more aware that there is a drug problem, that the kids in the schools are participating in anti-drug activities, and they're focused on the idea that they're not going to do drugs.
The walk was put together by the Just Say No clubs and the youth power clubs on school campuses. Up next on Channel 12 News at 5:30, President Bush is calling today's Senate approval of a tax cut relief for the American people.
The U.S. and China could be close to a deal that would bring the U.S. crew members home. I'm Terry Okita in Washington with the latest on the U.S. spy plane story.
What if home furnishing stores felt less like stores and more like home? Familiar, personal, and stress-free. Relatively speaking. Unlike other stores, at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, we know that to be truly comfortable with your furniture, you need to be comfortable with where you buy it.
It's not like other places. People say good day instead of hi there. And good times are the order of the evening. And you can get a taste of the place just by watching an onion bloom. A great night out that feels like a holiday. Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Live and direct, in-your-face ultimate fighting is back at Colusa Casino. Feel the pain Sunday, April 29th at Colusa Casino as Gladiator Challenge presents
King of the Cage.
Seating is limited. Gates open at 4:30 p.m. Fighting starts at 6 sharp. Tickets sold out for our last event, so get your tickets now at Diamond W Western Wear in Chico. Colusa Casino. Online at ticketsplus.net or call 1-800-585-3737.
You must be 18 to attend. Get the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
We are classic car nuts. We love these cars, and we spend hours and hours talking about them. When this car needs tires, I take it to Walmart because they really do handle it with care. I stand there right outside the bay and watch. Everything one stop. You've got it right here. They have name brands. They have great prices. I need some carburetor cleaner. I like Michelin's on this car. Personally, I'm a Goodyear man.
Brand name tires, oil changes, and more at Walmart Tire and Lube Express.
Our wives really wonder who we're married to, these cars or them.
Tense negotiations continue for the release of the 24-member crew of the Navy spy plane being held by the Chinese as both sides argue about who was in a no-fly zone. Terry Okita has the latest from Washington.
All indications are that the U.S. and China are close to hammering out a deal on the return of the 24 U.S. crew members held in Hainan. And President Bush appears more optimistic than ever.
We're working hard to bring them home through intensive discussions with the Chinese government. And we think we're making progress.
A snapshot of some of the crew shows them in good health. A diplomat who met with them for an hour without Chinese supervision says they're being well cared for.
The crew is in great spirit. They are all together, and they are looking forward to getting released.
In order to bring them home, key lawmakers on Capitol Hill say U.S. and Chinese officials are drafting a letter of common understanding. The letter would have to be reviewed and agreed upon by President Bush and Chinese leader Jiang Zemin.
We are in very intensive discussions and negotiations and exchanging ideas and papers, and there has been movement.
The picture of the crew was the first sign in 6 days that they were okay, and their families are relieved.
It makes me feel a lot better, and I know they've been seen, so I'm feeling a lot better about the whole situation.
The crew is staying in officers' quarters in rooms that are well lit and clean, and they're being fed catered meals. Another meeting between the crew members and diplomats is set for tomorrow, and then more are promised on a regular basis. Terry Okita, CBS News, Washington.
In other news around America tonight, President Bush applauded today's Senate approval of a budget blueprint and tax cut plan. The Senate voted for a cut of about $1.2 trillion, while the president had asked for $1.6 trillion. Even so, Bush says the vote means meaningful, real tax relief for the American people. The House and Senate plans must be reconciled for final passage. A school bus crash in St. Mary's, Georgia. 22 members of a high school band were injured when the bus overturned on Interstate 95 near the Georgia-Florida state line today. The students attended Massey Hill High in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and were headed to a competition in Orlando, Florida. 2 of the injured are listed in critical condition. The bus reportedly flipped, smashing a guardrail and sliding on its side about 300 feet. The Georgia Highway Patrol is looking into the cause of the crash. One version has a car cutting in front of the bus, causing the bus driver to take evasive action. Today marked the silver anniversary of the annual Grandparents' Day at Durham Unified School District. Our Megan Newquist was there and explains what goes on at the big event.
Tell the story, story, story. Do you know the story of the little red hen?
We're used to seeing the hallways of schools filled with kids, but grandparents? Today, for the 25th consecutive year, Durham Elementary School played host to more than 600 grandparents.
I think the best thing about it is that the kids get to work with their grandparents, and that's the most wonderful thing in the whole world. And they need to learn that their grandparents, a lot of them went to school here, and they graduated and went on to college.
Today's event featured a number of special events, including plays and crafts, family photos, and most of all, smiles.
It's great for the grandkids. My granddaughter just loves to see us come. She runs up and hugs you, and then she grabs you by the hand and takes you around to see all the things that she's done all year long. So it's fun.
Grandkids aren't the only ones that benefit from today's event. One Durham native who graduated from Durham schools herself several years ago says she likes coming back to support her grandkids, but also to see childhood friends.
It's all my friends' grandchildren, you know, that's the neat thing. Sometimes I don't even get to see friends that have moved away, but then we come back here and it's just like picking it up where we left off, and with their kids and our kids.
In Durham, I'm Megan Newquist for Channel 12 News.
A 10 on the Cute meter. Well, the calendar may say spring, but winter is making a late season comeback as a cold storm packing the promised snow rolls into the Sierra. Anthony will have the weather forecast next. Meantime, a volcano is erupting on the ocean floor 100 miles west of the Oregon-California border. There, a swarm of earthquakes too small for us to feel create a loud band of continuous tremors, as many as 100 per hour.
Try the new pepperoni roastadoro, the next great pizza from Round Table.
Home to over 1,000 very generous Las Vegas-style coin slot machines, with more of the hottest new slots arriving daily.
Feather Falls Casino.
With the friendliest bar in town.
Feather Falls Casino.
And Monday, April 9th, Chad Brock comes to Feather Falls Casino.
For tickets, call Feather Falls Casino and charge by phone or visit these locations.
Feather Falls Casino in Oroville, where your best bet is better yet.
Look, we only want what's best for you.
Once you make a plan, stick to it.
You're not going out dressed like that, are you?
Now get a $1,000 cash allowance or low 0.9 financing on Dodge Stratus.
Personal touch is what I love. Chico Mall gonna serve it up. Face to face, I can't get enough. The personal touch for me.
Enjoy the 4-day outdoor recreational show April 5th through 8th with the latest recreational vehicles on wheels and water. And don't forget to stop by and visit the Easter Bunny now through Saturday, April 14th. Bunny hours are 11 to 6 daily.
Chico Mall, you best believe. I love it so much. The personal touch for me.
Diamond W Western Wear is proud to sponsor the biggest 3-day rodeo in America, the 80th annual Red Bluff Roundup. Pro rodeo action starts Friday, April 20th at 6 p.m. Saturday, the North States News Source, Channel 12, and KALF Radio bring you Diamond W Day with special seating available. Both Friday and Saturday night, Diamond W presents the Roundup Dance and Party with 2 live bands for non-stop dancing all night. Advanced dance tickets start at only $3 at the following locations, or save with the Diamond Pack at Diamond W's new 2-story location in downtown Chico.
Hi, everyone. Well, Mother Nature can't seem to make up her mind. Last weekend, it was summer, and then it was spring for part of the week, and then now it's winter again. Go figure. Here's a look at weather around the area. We have 47, overcast and rain in Chico, and Oroville's 46, rain and overcast too. Redding and Red Bluff also overcast and very cool with showers and rain and winds. Just basically a miserable evening. And tomorrow and Sunday don't look all that great either because this huge dip in the jet stream is still pushing our way. The brunt of the central area of the low is still yet to come, so we'll probably see an increase in rain and snow later tonight and then start tapering off towards tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. By late Sunday, it should all be over with, but it looks like between now and then, it's going to be one of those stay-at-home weekends. Close-up tonight on our satellite shows that we have complete coverage of clouds throughout Northern California, and then out to the west we have unstable air, which will come our way late Saturday and into Sunday. So the possibility exists on both of those days in the afternoon hours for thunderstorms, so be on the lookout for that. On our Doppler tonight, we've got rain, we've got snow, we've got thunderstorms. We've got it all today. Much of the Cascades and Sierra are getting covered with snow right now. We got reports from Chester of getting snow. We got reports of snow at Squaw Valley, USA, coming down pretty hard there. They're pretty happy about it because it's pretty dry there. We also have reports of heavy rain in the Eureka area and south of San Francisco and Stockton. It is raining heavily too. Throughout the valley, we've got patches of moisture just west of Redding. They're going to get hit hard pretty soon, and then we've got more scattered throughout the valley tonight. Our forecast is going to be a wet one tonight and tomorrow. Continued windy and continued cold for most of the area. Temperatures tonight are going to be mostly in the low 40s for the valley. We're going to have breezes. We're going to have possibly a thunderstorm or two also for the south end of the valley this evening. Tomorrow, look for cloudy, breezy, showery, and cold weather. Tomorrow, more of the same. Scattered showers or thunderstorms are possible. Looking at 53 in Orland tomorrow, 55 in Gridley, and 54 in Chico. Strong southerly breezes tonight and tomorrow. Cloudy, breezy, showery, and cold tonight for Redding through Corning with temperatures in the low 40s. Tomorrow's highs will be in the mid-50s, and showers or thunderstorms are a possibility in the afternoon and the evening hours. Cloudy, cold, rain, and snow for Wairika, Mount Shasta, Dunsmuir, and Weaverville tonight. Snow level down to 2,500 feet. Lows in the low 30s. Tomorrow's highs barely into the 40s. For the Siskiyous, look for cloudy, breezy, rain and snow tonight and through the day tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be 28 in Chester tonight, 30 in Greenville. Tomorrow's highs are just barely going to be into the 40s for most places. Snow level about 2,500. Magalia and Paradise may see snow at higher levels tonight, otherwise it's rain, and then through the day tomorrow, cloudy with a chance for rain or thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours. Tomorrow's high in Paradise, 48, and Oroville, 55, 47 in Magalia. The outlook for Saturday is scattered showers throughout the area. Sunday's looking like it will clear some. We may see an end of the rain. And wouldn't you know it, when we go back to work, it's time for the sun to come out. Friday, it's Anthony's Animals. It's going to be cold and wet and rotten this weekend, so what you need is a puppy to put on your lap to keep you warm. And here's one. We got it. We got it covered for you. Go down to the Butte Humane Society tomorrow and pick up this adorable little puppy. Oh, yeah, he's got a real way with people, and be happy to be home with you.
It's an adorable puppy, and we'll be back with an update on the Masters and Royal right after this.
Papa Murphy's Grilled Chicken and Bacon Stuffed Pizza. We start with our fresh crust, add creamy garlic sauce, a full pound of cheese, plenty of grilled chicken, lots of crispy bacon, fresh diced Romas and onions. Top all this with another layer of fresh crust, more cheese, tomatoes, and bacon. It weighs over 5 pounds. Better yet, right now, this delicious chicken and bacon stuffed pizza is just $9.99. Whoa.
Papa Murphy's Bacon Bake.
Big pizza, big taste.
You want a Jeep? We've got loads of new Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, and Wranglers in stock now. You want a new Chrysler? We've got plenty of Chrysler 300Ms, LHSs, Concords, plus the all-new redesigned Voyagers and Town & Country minivans. We're courtesy Chrysler Jeep Auto Center, and we've got your new Jeep and your new Chrysler. We're also your official PT Cruiser Center. You'll find deep discount pricing, great factory rebates, plus special low factory financing when you shop the new courtesy Chrysler Jeep Superstore in Chico.
Filing your taxes has never been easier than at Tax Pro.
Hi, I'm Jeff Ross, enrolled agent. Let us help you take the fear out of dealing with the IRS. Don't have the time or money to file your taxes? Avoid unnecessary penalties by filing an extension. Get professional tax service at an affordable price.
Make filing your taxes easy. Call Tax Pro today. We're ready to assist you in our Chico and Willows locations.
Hello everybody, happy Friday to you. Halfway point of the Masters, and you knew he would be making a run. Tiger Woods grabbing the headlines today. The Hogan Bridge right there on 12 at Augusta, Georgia. One of the prettiest, nicest course. Chris DeMarco right here with a birdie chance on 12, and he gets it. DeMarco at 8 under. Phil Mickelson trying to make a run as well on the 4th, a par 3, 205 yards away. He leaves that one for an easy birdie. Now the guy we're talking about, Tiger Woods, this is his tournament, or at least it might be his tournament. Tiger with the approach on 17. He would end up with a birdie on that and a birdie on 18 as well. Tiger finishes the day at 6 under 66. He's 8 shots off par and making a run as well. We'll have more on the Masters coming up at 6:30. Now, no racing tonight at the Dollar. Too much rain for the second night of points season. For years, it had been the House of Horrors for the Sacramento Kings at Delta Center in Utah. We're talking about Jason Williams to Chris Webber. Webber with 2 of his 26. It was ugly at times. Olden Polynesian, Vlade Divac's getting into it. Byron Russell will get the 3 ball for Utah. Kings were down by 21 on 2 different occasions. Karl Malone with a bucket in the foul there. Sacramento ending the half with a 20-4 run. Peja Stojakovic with 25 will wrap it up with a Webber steal. Bobby Jackson and Vlade working for 2. Kings going to win it by 6. They stay a game up now on the Lakers. Sharks needing a win last night to clinch a playoff berth. Coyotes were in the tank. Alexander Koyaluk to Patrick Marleau for the 1-0 lead. Then it's Stefan Matteau to Teemu Solani for another. The Sharks would end up getting the win. They will now officially be in the postseason. The Giants and the Dodgers going at it tonight in LA, 1-3 for the longtime rivals. Dodgers have split their first 4 games this year. Giants taking care of the Padres in 3 straight. Jeff Kent with a 3-run bomb breaks a 1-all tie in the 3rd. This coming off Bobby Jones. Now that's the same Jones that shut down the Giants for the Mets in last year's playoffs. Eric Davis had to leave the game. Bad play here, bad knee, but we don't know how bad. Davis scheduled to undergo an MRI. Calvin Murray with the capper, another 3-run shot. Giants cruise 8-2. Sean Estes on the hill tonight. And finally, Chico Westside Little League will have to wait another week for their opening ceremonies. Too much rain, as you can understand. Bob Hyman will still be taking part. Now, Hyman, now 89 years old, was a coach during that first year, way back in 1951. Westside's celebrating its 50-year anniversary. Just 4 teams were in that inaugural season. Hyman had the Eagles with his youngest son playing on one team, his oldest son on another. We'll have more on Bob coming up at 6:30. I don't know if you noticed that bat and the baseball right there. Wilson still makes that baseball. It's a 1074. That ball's over 50 years old. Bat over 50 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, really neat. Thanks, Roel. Time now to check in with Krista and see what's coming up at 6:30. Krista.
Debbie, will continue our live coverage on PG&E's filing for bankruptcy and what this means to the North State. Some Tehama County students participated in a Civil War reenactment today. We'll take you to this unique history lesson. And in this Friday's Looking at You, Vince Trimboli introduces us to 7 Durham elementary and junior high students who just won a statewide competition for using their imagination. These stories and more, all following the CBS Evening News.
All right, look forward to it. Thanks, Krista. Coming up, we'll tell you what country superstar is gearing up to open her theme park for the season. We'll be right back.
Yuba City Honda, proudly supporting the men and women at Beale Air Force Base.
Wow, great. Thanks for coming. Wait, hold on. Right this way. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, I know. Just give him some coffee and I'll get there as soon as I can.
All set.
Okay. Oh, thanks. You know how Bill is every time he comes through there. Liz? Yeah.
The more you know about conserving energy, the less energy you need.
We've come a long way since first opening our doors in 1993. I'm Will Hayward, Assistant General Manager of Wind River Casino in Reading. Our major expansion will eventually create 300 additional employment opportunities, including clerical, technical operations, security, food services, player services, and other frontline casino positions. We offer extensive employee training and outstanding employee benefits. To learn more about current and future job opportunities, call or visit us online today at windriver.com.
At Dave's Boots, you'll find a large inventory of work and Western boots. We also offer expert shoe and boot repair service for all your needs. Come and see our assortment of Justin, Whites, Tony Lama, Danner, and many more to choose from. If you're looking for good quality, durable, and affordable shoes or boots, Dave's Boots is the only place to shop. You'll find the accessories to give you comfort and the care products to keep your shoes and boots looking great. Come and see for yourself. We're right in front of Holiday Market, 478 on Olive Boulevard in Red Bluff.
It is time now for Odds and Ends. When they were born in 1930, they had banana cream filling and sold 2 for a nickel. On today's 71st birthday, Twinkies are considered an American icon. Twinkies were the creation of Chicago bakery manager Jimmy Dewar. He said he got the name from a billboard advertising twinkle toe shoes. And country superstar Dolly Parton's theme park, Dollywood, is gearing up to open its doors for the season in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The popular tourist attraction features music, crafts, and rides. More than 2 million people visit the park each year, and some of country music's biggest names perform there. The park's official grand opening happens tomorrow, and Parton will attend the festivities. Parton said today, quote, "It's been a wonderful thing for the whole area." Is that a family destination for the Courtains?
I think we might skip that one.
Possibly.
Well, was thinking, I bet some of the original Twinkies are still on the shelves at markets.
I doubt it. They've been eaten up.
Things, they last forever. Didn't somebody say they will never break
have
down?
A very, very long
Very,
shelf life.
yeah, 74 years, piece of cake.
I think some were left on the moon by the astronauts.
Probably where they should be.
Love those in my lunches growing up. Ho-hos and Twinkies. And scooter pies.
You're probably pretty fired up about third period or so, weren't you?
You betcha. Scooter pies. Do you remember scooter pies?
I do.
Scooter pies? Do you remember scooter pies?
I remember scooter pies. I got sick on those.
Oh, boy. We won't take that any further than that. That'll do it for the Friday edition of Channel 12 News. Have a great weekend and be careful out there. Good night.
Having worked for a big bank for 20 years, I pretty well know my way around the bank. Tri-County's bank seems to care more about their customers. So I ran lickety-split to see Dottie.
After we had worked on her accounts and opened them up, that afternoon, an arrangement of flowers came, and I was so taken. I almost cried.
That was the main thing that was so important, is she answered the questions that I didn't know I had. I was very impressed, extremely impressed. I'm getting much better service than I ever did in the city.
Here's what the customers have to say about Thornton Chevron in Chico.
I love this place. It's friendly and it's clean, and I love the free car wash.
I like to come to Thornton's because of the friendly service, the gas, they take care of you, you get in and out, and there's no hassles.
Because of the fast, friendly service, and my kids like to get sodas here, and the free car wash.
We're open 24 hours a day, every day to serve you.
Thornton Chevron, just off Highway 99 and East Avenue in Chico.
Mystery Slots, here now, exclusively at Feather Falls Casino in Oroville.
Linda Watkins Bennett, Channel 12 News.